While exploring Hankey Church Cemetery in Plum, PA late at night, this Reddit user accidentally captured something chilling. The photograph appears to show a half-body apparition. Some say it resembles a priest, while others believe it could be a war veteran. According to local legend, a priest was lynched for adultery on these grounds before the church mysteriously burned down. Many war veterans are also buried here, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Despite multiple attempts to debunk or recreate the image, the original poster remains convinced. They claim this is one of the most compelling captures they've seen. One night, Reddit user Batman Evans heard something unsettling coming from the next room. At first, it was just strange noises, but then the thumping against the wall began. As the sounds grew more intense, concern turned to fear. Unsure of what was happening, they decided to call emergency services for a wellness check. The truth was both heartbreaking and eerie. The person next door was trapped in a sleep terror, likely triggered by the grief of a recent family loss. I can only hope they're doing better now. This backpacker was hiking deep in the forest when he stumbled upon something truly disturbing. A row of neatly lined up deer ankles, arranged with eerie precision. This wasn't the work of scavengers. Someone or something had placed them there deliberately. But why? A ritual, a warning, or something even more sinister? Who could have done this, and what was their purpose? A hiker in Russia captured some eerie footage on camera. The video began with a view of dense trees before panning toward an uphill area, where something massive was seen hiding. It appeared to be a large humanoid creature lurking in the forest. What made it even more unsettling was its behavior. It seemed to be watching the cameraman, and as soon as it was noticed, it quickly tried to conceal itself. However, not much backstory was given, leaving the entire incident shrouded in mystery. While wandering through the forest, a Reddit user spotted this. A human-shaped patch of grass, lush and green, while the surrounding area was completely dried out. Some offered logical explanations. Maybe a canoe or kayak had been resting there, or perhaps an underground leak was at play. But others feared something far more sinister, a hidden body, or even a crime scene. They urged caution, warning against investigating alone and suggesting authorities be called instead. Yet the mystery remains. No further updates were ever shared. A man was hiking along a peaceful trail in Essex Village when he recorded this video. Later, while reviewing the footage, he noticed something chilling. For a brief moment, a smoky figure appeared, with its head and hands visible before vanishing. Some believe it could be the infamous village spirit, adding to the eerie legends surrounding the area. Or could there be another explanation? Two men were out at night, and as they returned to their car, one took a photo of his friend. The image shows his friend smiling, with the photographer visible in the reflection, but they weren't alone. A small face resembling a child wearing a hat appeared in the reflection as well. The eerie detail left both men frightened and confused. Was it just pareidolia or an actual apparition? While on a trip, a Reddit user stumbled upon something truly bizarre: a message in a bottle. The message inside was chillingly linked to human trafficking. They were advised to report it to the non-emergency police hotline for proper investigation, but the eerie nature of the message left many unsettled. Some speculated it was a twisted prank, while others insisted it was too serious to ignore. Regardless of its origins, it's always crucial to report such discoveries to authorities, ensuring that if someone is in danger, they receive the help they need. How this situation ended remains unknown. A driver was heading toward a parking spot at a national park when he came across another parked car and a bear.
Oh, ai văzut?
Ce prost e, Doamne, cât de dobitoc e.
Mamă, ce i-a băgat mâna în mașină. Ați filmat?
Someone inside the car made the mistake of offering the bear a snack. Instead of taking the food, the bear lunged at the person's hand. The massive animal even pushed its head inside the window, trying to grab hold. Luckily, the man reacted fast, pulling his hand back just in time to avoid a serious injury. If he had been even a second slower, the situation could have turned into a disaster. While on a backpacking trip, this person was horrified when he came across something strange: a pile of shoes scattered in the middle of the forest. What made this discovery even more unsettling was that every shoe was sliced open at the front, but they weren't in bad condition at all. Who would have dumped these shoes there, and who do they belong to? Some even wondered if the shoes could be linked to victims, adding a chilling twist to this eerie find. A grieving family kept noticing that items left on their daughter's grave were disappearing. To find out what was happening, they set up a motion-activated camera that took photos when something moved. The next morning, they checked the footage and were shocked. One image showed a little girl wandering through the cemetery in the middle of the night. The family had no idea who she was. When they showed the picture to cemetery workers, they were led to another grave, the resting place of a child named Fabiola Nova Rodriguez. The workers gave them contact information for Fabiola's mother, and when the two families met, Fabiola's mother was overwhelmed with emotion. She immediately recognized the girl in the photo. Was it really Fabiola's ghost? A person was camping and taking pictures of their peaceful surroundings when, while filming, a grizzly bear suddenly came their way. Instead of fleeing, they kept recording, capturing the sheer size and beauty of the creature. Surprisingly, the bear didn't act aggressively. It remained calm and even settled down beside them. As the camera rolled, the situation became even more incredible. More bears appeared by the river, creating a breathtaking scene. Though surrounded by bears, the person didn't feel threatened, as they seemed peaceful and friendly. While reviewing his trail camera footage, Reddit user Molich996 spotted something unsettling. A lone woman, barefoot and wandering in the dark for nearly 30 minutes, in a remote area with no nearby trails. Captured at 5 a.m. in early July, she appeared distressed, possibly lost, fleeing, or in danger. Speculation ran wild. Was she experiencing a mental health crisis, under the influence, or was this something far more sinister, like human trafficking? The fact that she remained in the camera's view for so long only deepened the mystery. No evidence confirmed foul play, but one thing was certain. Something about this sighting just felt off. Rebecca was exploring an abandoned area when she spotted something eerie inside a supposedly haunted mansion and posted it on TikTok. Concerned viewers urged her to contact authorities, believing a child might be trapped inside. When she zoomed in, the truth was revealed. The child was actually a mannequin. Even with the explanation, many found it even creepier, knowing a mannequin was just sitting there staring out the window. Still, at least it wasn't a real child. 3 friends were driving down a deserted road at night when they spotted a sign that read, "Free Cat." Curious, they pulled over to check it out. A small shelter was set up, but something about the scene felt off. As they got closer, an eerie silence filled the air, and the emptiness of the road made it feel like a trap. Whether there was ever a cat there remains unknown. Would you stop for a free cat sign in the middle of nowhere? A Reddit user woke up in his Airbnb one morning to find a huge snowman outside. Despite less than a foot of recent snowfall, the snowman stood at least 5 feet tall, leaving him baffled. Even stranger, the snow around it was completely undisturbed. No footprints, no signs of anyone having built it. One commenter suggested that fresh snowfall might have covered any tracks, but the user still couldn't explain its size. So how did the eerie snowman get there? A security camera owner was reviewing footage from his wooded property when he noticed something terrifying. At first, it looked like a person, but the more he watched, the more uneasy he felt. Something about the figure seemed unnatural. Hoping for answers, he shared the video with a paranormal community. Reactions were divided. Some believed it was a ghost, pointing to its blurred features and eerie movements, while others thought it was just a person distorted by poor lighting. But even if it were just a person, it still wouldn't make sense, as he claimed his property wasn't easy to access. A woman staying at Hotel Monteleone witnessed something deeply unsettling. In the distance, a young boy could be seen standing at the end of the hallway. According to local legend, this boy haunts the hotel, appearing to motherly figures. It's said he reveals himself due to the heartbreaking fact that his own mother wasn't present when he tragically passed away from an illness. Was this simply a trick of the light, or could it be genuine proof of a lingering spirit from the past? A boy was riding his ATV in the woods and set up a camera to record himself. Later, when reviewing the footage, he noticed something unusual. In the background, near the tree line, a tall, dark figure moved through the woods. It walked on 2 legs with long, steady strides. When the video was shared online, many were convinced it was Bigfoot. They pointed to the figure's height, movement, and how it blended into the shadows. The way it moved seemed almost too perfect, leading some to suspect it was staged. Was it just a person, after all? A TikTok user in Weeki Wachee, Florida, stumbled upon something mind-blowing during his trip.
Thank God I wore this today. When I fall in the hole, they'll at least see a
That is
pumpkin.
ridiculous. That is at least 50 feet deep.
How many?
About 50 feet deep. It's in the water.
Pony, can you help me with that?
Holy shit. There's another one up front.
Put the air hammer and stuff on.
The video starts by showing the massive opening, roughly the size of a park. The real shock comes when the camera points downward, revealing a seemingly bottomless pit. The person filming estimates it to be over 50 feet deep, and the dark abyss makes that easy to believe. But he himself is standing right at the edge, filming casually. One wrong step, and he could fall straight in. Luckily, that wasn't the case, and he made it out safely. YouTuber Mum Biker Nikhil was riding through Erie Colony, a place so notorious that locals avoid it at night. As he rode down the deserted road, a mysterious figure suddenly appeared. But there was something even creepier. If you look closely at the video, the figure seemed to be missing its head. When Nikhil looked back, it had vanished. Whether real or just an illusion, the eerie encounter left him questioning what he had seen that night and what the figure was doing there. While staying at her grandparents' house, this Reddit user stumbled upon a chilling photo. In the background, near the doorway, an eerie figure appeared, one that couldn't be easily explained. Some believed it was just an oddly proportioned person or an animal's hind leg, but others saw something far more sinister. A shadowy presence, or even the outline of a body being dragged. Who or what was really captured in this image? A cave explorer captures just how narrow some underground passages can be.
Does it open?
Yeah. It's just my helmet stuff.
You got your helmet stuff? You seem to be doing all right.
Yeah, I'm through the worst bit.
Okay. We can see the constriction there.
No?
You can see the constriction, yeah, on your ass. That's where the constriction is. Okay.
Oh, there we go. I can breathe. It is very pretty in here.
Yeah.
His legs dangle outside while his body is wedged into a tiny, jagged rock opening. The space is so small that it seems impossible for anyone to fit. To make matters worse, he is upside down, twisting his body to move forward. Watching it is nerve-wracking. One wrong move and there's no easy way out. The sheer tightness of the space is enough to make anyone feel claustrophobic. Reddit user foreign_let6082 was staying at a hotel in Windsor when she accidentally captured something truly terrifying. The eerie image appeared to show a ghostly little girl. The historic building, over 100 years old, has long been rumored to harbor paranormal activity. Multiple witnesses have reported sightings of a young girl wandering the hallways, while others have heard child's laughter and voices echoing through the building. Skeptics argue that light refractions or pareidolia could explain the phenomenon, but many believe this image might be compelling evidence of the supernatural. The ghost hunting channel Yakyata recently explored a railway in India where many accidents have occurred. As they walked down the deserted track, they often felt like someone was watching them, but when they looked around, no one was there. Then, as they stopped at a spot where a tragic accident had taken place, the K2 meter suddenly spiked. For a moment, they stood in silence, staring into the darkness. Just as they decide to move forward, this happens.
कबीर भाई सामने देखो वहां पे जसी भाई.
Some viewers think the video is fake because they didn't continue investigating, but that's what I think makes it feel more real. Wouldn't anyone run off in fear? While backpacking, this Reddit user captured something unusual. A mesmerizing display of cloud iridescence, a rare optical phenomenon where sunlight diffracts through ice crystals or water droplets, creating rainbow-like colors in the sky. Some users couldn't help but compare it to something straight out of Mario Kart, joking that it looked like a track from the game. Have you ever witnessed anything like this in real life? While planning her next backpacking trip on Google Street View, Reddit user Embarrassing0001 stumbled upon something bizarre. The image appears to show a cyclist harvesting energy from another person. At least, that's what users jokingly suggested as they applied Hollywood physics to explain the eerie scene. In the third image, the cyclist seems to be taking off, adding to the mystery. Was this just an optical illusion, a Google glitch, or something straight out of the Matrix? Either way, the post became a playground for wild speculation. What do you think is happening here? A man was out hunting when an eerie scream broke the silence. He then spotted something in the distance and recorded this video. Though the recorder suggests it's a skinwalker, it's most likely a mountain lion. These big cats are known for making some of the creepiest sounds in the wild, and if you hear one nearby, it's best to leave the area. However, upon further investigation, the mountain lion's cry in the clip was actually taken from a different video. While this video may be misleading, mountain lions are a real danger, and hearing sounds like this is always a cue to leave. The Adolphus Hotel in Dallas is one of the city's most iconic landmarks, known for its luxury and ghostly legends. Just weeks after opening in 1912, a waiter tragically fell to his death in an empty elevator. Another haunting tale involves a young bride who in 1935 took her life on the 19th floor after being jilted at the altar. Since then, guests have reported hearing sobs, hurried footsteps, objects moving on their own, and even spotting a woman in a flowing white dress. This is the latest eerie footage captured by a guest during a backpacking trip. While skeptics may point to mechanical malfunctions, those familiar with the hotel's dark history believe there might be something more to the story. A woman was driving towards her next destination when she drove toward a bizarre accident. A trailer stuck nearly vertical against an overhead gantry sign. It didn't crash into another vehicle or hit a regular road sign. It somehow ended up lodged against a sign far above the road. The video shows rescue teams carefully lowering it back down using ropes. Fortunately, they succeeded, but the mystery remains. How did it get there in the first place? A hiker was walking his dog on a remote forest trail when they both spotted a figure in the distance.
Oh my god, no, Ziggy, no!
As soon as it noticed them, it quickly fled. The hiker's dog barked aggressively, causing the creature to retreat even faster. Described as tall and covered in thick black fur, the figure resembled the legendary Bigfoot. Some believe it was just a wild animal, but to me, it looks far more humanoid. In 2023, a couple went hiking in the woods with their dog, expecting a fun day trip. However, things quickly took a terrifying turn.
What the hell is that? Something's growling. Something's growling.
At first, they thought it was an animal, but soon realized it was much bigger than any animal they had encountered before.
You guys, there's something growling at us. Get the dog picked up. There's something as we're making our way back to the car. Something is growling at us. Did you hear that? Not joking, you guys. It is a deep growl. Keep walking, keep walking.
The couple felt panic rise as they realized they were not alone, and something much larger was lurking in the woods. This backpacker was filming a waterfall when suddenly this happened. rocks began tumbling down, crashing violently into the water below. It's a relief to know the person filming managed to upload the footage, suggesting they avoided any injuries. Australian YouTuber Sam Marsh was exploring far north Queensland when he noticed this. A strange creature crawling out of the forest. The figure was tall, with a long neck and white head. What was this creature, and what was it doing in the forest? Two friends ventured to the reportedly haunted Matlock Cemetery in Iowa when they spotted something terrifying.
Haunted fucking cemetery?
Haunted cemetery?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm fucking sketched out.
This is scary.
Hey, did you see that?
Oh my god. What?
Did you see that?
What the fuck was that? Dude. Oh my god.
They noticed a strange white head peeking out from behind a tree. Curiosity got the better of them, and they decided to investigate. That's when things got even more unsettling.
A little bit more?
Oh yeah.
Just behind this tree.
Yeah.
If it's not, I don't think it's exactly more. It's fucking creepy as fuck, dude.
Oh my
It's
god.
behind this one, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. What the fuck was that?
Heard something.
What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Oh!
They came across a figure dressed in baggy clothes, wearing what appeared to be a white mask. Unfortunately, the footage they captured was too blurry to provide clarity. Whether it was just a maintenance worker, a prank by a friend, or someone with sinister intentions remains a mystery. The encounter was enough to send them running, leaving the area in haste. A TikToker captured a strange sight from their hotel rooftop.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
What in the hell?
Multiple bright trails streaking across the night sky, resembling fireworks. After some research, it was discovered that the trails were caused by the SpaceX Starship 7 explosion, which resulted from a liquid oxygen leak. While that explains the event, it must have been incredible to witness it with your own eyes. Late one night, Jal Bandy captured something strange in the forest near his village. In the distance, a faint white figure stood out against the dark trees. As he moved closer, the figure suddenly shrank into a small ball of light and disappeared behind a tree. The fear in Jal's voice and the eerie atmosphere made the video feel disturbingly real. But no one ever figured out what exactly he saw that night. A Russian man noticed something unusual at a construction site and began recording carefully. Inside a shed, he spotted a glowing figure. Unlike a reflection, this figure seemed to radiate light, almost resembling molten metal. Though humanoid in shape, it didn't appear to be human. It moved briefly before the video cut off. Some speculate it could be an alien or a supernatural entity, while others believe it might be an advanced special effect. Real or not, this eerie sight adds to the long list of unexplained phenomena recorded in Russia. A backpacker was enjoying a peaceful hike through the forest when they stumbled upon something unusual.
Tell me you see that. Do you see that in the tree? What Yeah. Uh-huh. He sees it. Oh, God. We're going. He also sees a bird. What the? Look it. Oh, what?
At first glance, it seemed like just a regular tree, but from different angles, strange shapes became visible. Though it's probably nothing paranormal, the tree had an unsettling presence, leading to the backpacker to share it online. And for more chills, watch this next video.